Children, welcome to our maths class. Now today we are going to learn about concept 1.2 reflection and symmetry. Before going out to this concept, let us recall once again what are 2D shapes. The 2D shapes are triangle, circle, oval, square and rectangle and so on. Now see here, the square and rectangle are both are having 4 sides. In a square, all the 4 sides are equal. In a rectangle, a girl is sitting in the front of a pond. She was seeing herself in the water. By looking at herself in the water, she was seeing her image, isn't it? While we are seeing in the water, we can see our image, isn't it? Now, see, in the same way, if you see in front of a mirror, see here a boy is standing in front of a mirror. He was seeing himself in the mirror and he was feeling excited, isn't it? When we see ourselves in front of a mirror, that image, exact image we can find, isn't it? What we call these images? Now let us learn the image formed in a water and the image formed in a mirror. What we call these images? Now let us learn. These images are called as reflections. What we call these images? Reflections. Now see here clearly. When an object is placed in front of a mirror, when an object is placed in front of a mirror, we see its image in the mirror. This image is called the reflection of the object. See here, a boy is standing in front of a mirror. He was seeing his image in the mirror. He was seeing his image in the mirror. These images are called reflections of the object. These images are called as reflections of the object. Now, where we can see the reflections? We can see reflections in water. Has shown the example, isn't it? Reflections can be seen in mirrors, water, oil, shiny surfaces and so on. Now see here one more example. A triangle is there. A triangle is here. The two triangles are there, but they are separated with the dotted lines. The horizontal dotted line is there, isn't it? These dotted lines are called as line of reflection. What we call these dotted lines are? Let us see some more examples. Here the letters C, N, R and B are given and these are separated by a vertical line. Dotted lines are there. These vertical line stands for a mirror image. All these are the mirror images we are getting. Now see here, the mirror image of a C is separated by a line. This line will say it has a line of reflection. Now let us see what is meant by line of reflection. Line of reflection, the mirror image or reflection of an object exactly the same as the object. What is it? The mirror image or reflection of an object exactly the same as the object. The dotted line is known as line of reflection. The dotted line is known as line of reflection, represents the mirror. See, the image formed is called the mirror image. Here, the vertical line of reflection is called as mirror image. The image formed by horizontal line of reflection is called as water image. What is it? The image formed by a horizontal line of reflection is called as water image. Now let us see once again mirror image and water image. Now see here, a boy is standing in front of a mirror. He was seeing his exact image. Is there any changes in the image? The same image he are able to see. This image will call it as a mirror image. Now let us see water image. Here, a tree is in front of a water. The image of the tree we can see in the water, isn't it? That image we call as a water. Observe the picture, children. Can we see the exact image over there? Now see the mirror, actual image and the water image. There is a slight difference is there. Have you seen? Yes. Water image we are finding from the up to down. The reverse image we are able to see in the water image. Is that clear, children? Now see the different. Let us see some more examples of this. Now see the example here. Draw the reflection of the given figure with the dotted lines as the reflection. Now here some pictures were given. We have to show the what images are those and the reflection of that image. Now see the first rhombus is given. Seeing the picture here, what is the line? Dotted lines is given. A vertical dotted line. Vertical dotted line stands for a mirror image. Now mirror image will get out an exact image. This is the solution here. We got the same image. Now let us go for the B1. Here a boat is given but a horizontal line is drawn. The horizontal line stands for a water image. But in a water image we will not get the exact image. We will get a reverse image. So the reverse image you got it. See the answer here. Have you observed the boat here? It was down to up. The boat was reversed. Now see the next one. Star is given. Now see the C1 star. But here a vertical line. A vertical line stands for a mirror image. So we are going to get the same image. Now see the D1 here. The star is given. Now we had the horizontal line is given. The horizontal line stands for a water image. So the water image, how do we get in a reverse way? So the down one will become a top one and the top one will goes down. That has the water image. Have you observed this picture, children? Yeah, is it clear? Now, up to now what we have learned? What is a reflection we have learned? And mirror image, water image, line of reflection. Is it clear, children, all these definitions? When a line divides a shape into two parts, when a line is dividing a shape into two parts, where both the parts are reflections of each other, the line is called as line of symmetry. What is a symmetry? Once again, when a line divides a shape into two parts, where both parts are reflections of each other, the line is called as line of symmetry. Now see some more. We are having two shapes. What are those? Symmetrical shapes and asymmetrical shapes. Now shapes with one or more lines of symmetry are called symmetrical shapes. Once again, shapes with one or more lines of symmetry are called symmetrical shapes. Shapes with no lines of symmetry are called asymmetrical shapes. Shapes with no lines of symmetry are called asymmetrical shapes. Let us see examples of symmetrical shapes and asymmetrical shapes. Now see the example here. Draw the lines of symmetry of the given shapes. Now see, when we are drawing the lines of symmetry, we should observe when we draw a line that the two parts should be the reflections of each other. Now B1 is there. How many lines of symmetry can we get for B? Only one line of symmetry. Isn't it? We are getting for B one line of symmetry. Now see the solution how we are drawing a vertical line, isn't it? We draw a vertical line, then we are getting that both parts are reflections of each other. Now see the next one. The cross is given. How many lines of symmetry can we get? Think here. When we draw any line of symmetry, how see the solution here? Now one line of symmetry if we draw, then we get both are reflections of each other. So how many lines of symmetry we have drawn here? 4 lines of symmetry. Now see children here. After drawing 4 lines of symmetry, observe we got here the shapes. See the shapes how we are getting, isn't it? While observing the shape, the shape should be the reflections of each other. So we are getting the equal shapes. So we are drawing. Now see the next one, example of a chair. For a chair, how many lines of symmetry can we draw? Only one line of symmetry. If we draw one line of symmetry, both the parts will be the reflections of each other. And for M also we can draw only one line of symmetry. How do we get? See here. A vertical line of symmetry line we are drawing, then these two parts are reflections of each other. When we are getting a line of symmetry, then these shapes will say it has a symmetrical shapes. All these are the symmetrical shapes. Now some more examples of symmetrical shapes. Now see the pictures here. Observe, when we draw a line of symmetry, those two shapes should be the reflections of each other. Only that we will observe. Then we can draw any number of lines of symmetry. Here I am getting for A one line of symmetry. For all these pictures we are getting one line of symmetry. Now see some more examples. A square is there. I had drawn one line of symmetry. Observe, both are reflections of each other. Again I can, if I observe, I can draw one more line of symmetry also. Like that. See, for any triangle, arrow, and for a butterfly we are getting a lines of symmetry. So we can say them as a symmetrical shapes. We can say them as a symmetrical shapes. Now let us see the difference between a symmetrical shape and an asymmetrical shape. For the same picture, we can find a symmetrical shape and asymmetrical shape. Now see the bottle here. Here, if I draw vertical line, then we can find a symmetrical shape. In the same, if we draw a horizontal line, then we can see a symmetrical shape. If we draw a vertical line, then we can find a symmetrical shape. Why? Here, the both parts are not reflections of each other. The different shapes we are getting. So, we will say it has a asymmetrical shape. What is meant by asymmetrical shape? Shape with no lines of symmetry are called asymmetrical shape. Here for this shape there is no lines of symmetry, isn't it? Now see the next one, symmetrical. Now see the first tree here. The tree shape is different. Both the tree shapes are different. For the first tree shape, if you observe, if you draw a vertical line, then we are getting a symmetrical shape. For the other tree is different, it is there. Both the shapes are different. So if you draw a line of symmetry, we are getting a asymmetrical shape. See, some more examples are there. Now see this triangle and this triangle. Here both the triangular shapes are different. For this triangle, if we draw a line of symmetry, then we are getting a symmetrical shape. For this, if we draw, both the parts are different. Here we are not getting the both equal parts. So we will say it as there is no line of symmetry for this triangle. Now see the flower here. In this flower we are has a symmetrical shape. For here this petal is having 5, this flower is having 5 petals, so we cannot find any symmetrical shape. So it is an asymmetrical figure. Now children, we have learnt about symmetry, lines of symmetry, symmetrical shapes and asymmetrical shapes. Let us recall once again what is a symmetry. When a line divides a shape into two parts where both parts are reflections of each other, that line is called as line of symmetrical. Shades with one or more lines of symmetry are called symmetrical shades. Shades with no lines of symmetry are called asymmetrical shapes. Is it clear, children? Now we are going with the different concept. It is distillation. Have you observed the picture here? These shades we can observe on our floors, isn't it? This we call as a tiling, isn't it? This tiling arrangement is called as a tessellations. Observe, is there any gap in these tiles? There are no gaps. This arrangement will say it has a tessellation. Now clearly let us learn what is meant by tessellation. Tessellation or tiling, both are similar. A tessellation is a regular pattern made up of a flat surface, repeated and joined together without any gaps or overlaps. Here there is no, have you observed any gaps are there between each other or any overlaps? Nothing is there. So it is called as tessellation arrangement. Now see here, tessellation or tiling is a regular pattern made up of flat surface repeated and joined together without any gaps or overlaps. Now where we can find these tessellations? Tessellations are found on floors, pavements, roofs of historical monuments, quilting and so. Let us see some more examples of tessellation. Now observe this arrangement. All are arranged one after the other. There is no any gap between each other. The same shape is repeated. What was the basic shape in the first picture? Have you seen? The basic shape is a triangle. But here the color arrangement is done. One is blue and the other one is a pink. Here, now see the next picture here. Here also the coloring part is done with the three colors, red, yellow, green. The order is the same order they are following, isn't it? For all the arrangement, red, yellow, green, red, yellow, green. Have you seen the basic shape here in this? Yeah, the basic shape is a triangle. Here in this, the basic shape is also a triangle. Now let us come to the other example here. Now here a square arrangements are there. The basic shape here in this is a square. But here they use different color, two colors. One is blue, pink, blue, pink. Here it was followed in an order, isn't it? One after the other. So this styling arrangement will say it has a tessellation. Now let us see here. Symmetry can also be seen in tiling pattern. Is found by repeating a basic tile. Here one is the basic tile, isn't it? That same tile is going on repeating. This arrangement will say it has a periodic tiling. What is it? A tiling pattern that has a repeating pattern is called as a periodic tiling. Again, a tiling pattern that has a repeating pattern is called as a periodic tiling. This tiling arrangement we can see on our walls, isn't it? In some washrooms or in a kitchens. In many places we can observe this tiling arrangement. Other one is there. What is it? Non-periodic tiling. A tiling pattern that doesn't have a repeating pattern is called as a non-periodic tiling. Again, once again, a tiling pattern that doesn't have a repeating pattern is called as a non-periodic tiling. Children, is it clear? Now we have learnt about tessellation, periodic and non-periodic tiling. Now let us see what are the words we have learnt in this chapter. These all are. Now let us see what are the new words we have learned in this concept. Reflection, line of reflection, mirror image, water image, symmetry, asymmetry, line of symmetry, tessellation, tiling, periodic, non-periodic, overlap, gap. Isn't it? Once again children, what are the new words we have learned? Reflection, line of reflection, mirror image, water image, symmetry, asymmetry, line of symmetry, tessellation, tiling, periodic, non-periodic, overlap and gap. Is it clear children? Thank you children. Have a nice day.